Hello, I'm Steve, and I was asked as part of the mission weekend to share this story with the congregation at St Peter's on the Saturday evening with the Archbishop. So basically it goes like this. Some 8 years ago, I was a fully paid up member of the Heathen Society, and something happened. I met a girl who was to become my wife, and she introduced me and asked me if I would like to go to church. Almost a deal breaker, because she said, look, I go to church, you can come if you want, if you don't want to, don't. And I wasn't going to. But basically, I started to go along, and sort of by accident I was asked if I would join the PCC, because they needed some men on the PCC and to get some of the jobs done. And I joined, and then I found out you had to be confirmed, and I wasn't confirmed. So there was a lot of umming and ahhing on my part, thinking, do I really want to do this? Should I be doing this? But basically, I joined the confirmation class, the set of the 6 weeks classes, and I was still unsure whether to carry on or not. And I got to the last week, and I said to my wife, I said, look, this isn't for me. I'm not going to do this. She said, that's fine, that's up to you. I'm carrying on going to church, it's up to you. So that night, I went to bed, Saturday evening before the last one on the Thursday, and we have this alarm clock. It's a radio alarm, and it's always set. It was Terry Wogan on Radio 2 in the morning then. It's now Chris Evans. But it also has one of these annoying buzzers, like a zzz, 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 but it's never been set to the buzzer, ever. It's only ever set to the radio. So I went to bed, went fast asleep, and then was promptly woken, and I can remember exactly the time. It was 3:15 in the morning, because I looked at the clock. It took a little while to gather my thoughts and find out what's going on, what's that noise, where's it coming from. Leaning over thinking, oh, I've set the alarm clock wrong, and tried to reset it and couldn't reset it. For about 15 minutes this just went on and on and on and on. And then it stopped. It just plainly stopped. So I laid back down, tried to gather my thoughts as to about what was going on, and I thought I'd gone to sleep, but I couldn't go to sleep because all I could see was this kaleidoscope of colours with Jesus on the cross. And I sort of knew then that, hang on, this is a sign. I want you to do this. And that's my story, really. It's grown from then and moved on from then. Started going to church more often, helping at church, and it culminated in with a lot of people thinking that I should apply to be a reader. So Julie went along to the panel and was royally not accepted out of sight, because I knew very little about the Bible. For 49 years it hadn't even entered into my life. In fact, I told a joke at the mission weekend that I said last time I went to church somebody tried to drown me, and I hadn't been back since. So, but that's my story, and it's moved on from there, and I have now been accepted as a reader in training, and it's just a wonderful thing. I just wish, and all I want to tell people is I just wish that if it can happen to me at 49 years of age, and it's sort of transformed my life, in as much that, it just makes it a better place to be with God in your life. I just wish people could just take a step back. The people who are unsure, because I was more than unsure, I was dead against it, I'll be honest. Just take a step back and just listen and just have a think that there might be something there. There might be something there if you're just prepared to take. I did an Alpha course, and the pastor called it a leap of faith. And I think that's what you have to do. And that's what I've done. And I do feel my life is much more enriched and better, and getting better day by day for the privilege of it. And that's my story. That's all I can say, really. It's as simple as that.